Good day everyone, this is Roshika Tan and together with my partner Casey Faith Goodnow, we will discuss some reliable sources that you can search up on the internet so that you can obtain reliable information that you can share with your friends, with your family, or even people on social media. So if you wanted to learn more, please keep on watching. The amount of information available to us is astounding. People may access information on nearly any topic they choose using search engines like Google to help them traverse the web. And with the aid of all the social networking sites that are available to practically anybody with a computer or mobile devices, people may learn about big events almost immediately after they occur. However, with so much information being exchanged by individuals all over the world, it is critical that individuals ensure that the information they get is accurate. This is especially evident when we consider the real-time data supplied via social networking sites such as Facebook and Twitter. When important events occur all over the world, rumors are sure to circulate. That is simply human nature. However, it is the consumer's job to ensure that the information is accurate before making any judgments based on what he or she reads, hears, or sees on the internet. However, it would be hard to fact check everything in many circumstances. But what we can do is to ensure that the information you get and share with others comes from a trustworthy sources.
Hello and good day everyone. So I am Casey Faith Estreza Goodnow from Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in English 1A of West Visayas State University, and I am here today to discuss to you about the reliable sources online for your researches of important information that you'd like to know. So the first topic that we will be tackling is the tips on how to differentiate whether a source is credible or non-credible. Unreliable sources don't always contain true, accurate, and up-to-date information. Using these sources in academic writing can result in discrediting writer's status. That is why it is extremely important to use credible and reliable sources only. This guide will help you in evaluating whether a source is relevant or not. So, what sources can be considered as credible? Materials published within last 10 years. Research articles written by respected and well-known authors. Websites registered by government and educational institutions, just like for example, .gov, .edu, .ac, and academic databases, just like for example Academic Search Premier or JSTOR, and materials from Google Scholar. What sources can be avoided? Out-of-date materials published over 10 years ago. Posts from social networks, just like for example Facebook, blogs, research articles without citations, websites ending in .com, .org, .net, etc. Remember that Wikipedia can never be considered as a reliable source of information since it can be edited by anyone. Therefore, it is non-credible website example. However, it can be used when you are first trying to understand the topic. Moreover, there are lots of further links and references that can be useful in doing a research or writing academic papers. So, how would you know if a source is reliable or not? Always ask yourself the following questions in order to determine if a source is credible or not. First question, who is the author? Reliable sources are always written by well-known and respected authors. These sources are always properly and accurately referenced. Therefore, when checking the source's credibility, you can find more information for your own research. Next question is, when was the material published? Generally, books published in 1990s contain outdated information. Hence, you are expected to use materials published not later than 10 years. Next, third question, what is the purpose of a source? Always try to evaluate if the source presents clear and unbiased information, or if its aim is to alter and persuade one's views. A source written from a specific point of view may still be credible, but it can limit the coverage of a topic to a particular side of a debate. Fourth question: how is this source proved? To avoid sources that don't have references or evidence to prove its point of view, always make sure if the source provides support to the given claims. And lastly, here are the recommended credible research websites. Science.gov, the U.S. government officials site for all things science. Search more than 60 databases and 2,200 websites with access to over 200 million authoritative pages. Smithsonian Magazine, the Smithsonian Institute's official online magazine, is offering a variety of articles on history, science, arts and culture, technology, and more. The institute is administered by the U.S. government. Next, Encyclopedia Britannica, the online Encyclopedia Britannica, a great place to find information on general topics including biographies, history, country information, religion, and much more. National Bureau of Economic Research, a non-profit and non-partisan U.S. organization that conducts research on the subject of economy and distributes findings for academics, policymakers, and professionals.
Social media world where a credible post is just like finding a needle in a haystack, it's a must that you should know that you share is based on truth and does not spread false information. Think of it as a friendly help. By sharing only credible news, you and others won't become a victim of wrong information. And here are some websites which you can rely on for credible, factual, and objective information. You can search this up on the internet. You can type www.rappler.com. So Rappler is a social news network that purely online based. So it has a diverse content of well-researched news, and it is one of the most credible news sources here in the Philippines. So Rappler makes news for current events, business, entertainment, lifestyle, opinion, sports, and technology. Second is ABS-CBN News, GMA News Online, Interaction, and CNN Philippines. So these news websites are the online counterpart of respective news programs in the Philippines. So aside from the TV broadcast, they also do simulcast and news articles for the web. So other than news, they also report business, weather, entertainment, and other important information. Third is Enquirer and Philstar. So Philippine Daily Enquirer and Philstar are newspaper outfits in the Philippines. So in response to the growing number of people in social media, various print media made their own online version. So these newspapers are known to be the most trusted broadsheets in the Philippines. And fourth is the Official Gazette. So the Official Gazette of the Republic of the Philippines is the main source of news related to the government and the current administration. So this government portal contains press releases, publication of legal issuance, historical papers, and archives.
The New York Times. The New York Times is a morning daily newspaper published in New York City, and it is one of the world's greatest newspapers. The publication has won far more Pulitzer Prizes than any other media company in U.S. history, especially with its first being awarded for the coverage of World War I. And more recently, the company has been recognized for its investigative dives into gender and race dynamics in the United States. The publications earned a generally high perception of trustworthiness among U.S. citizens, and they also find it to be accurate in its reporting. CNN. The cable news network is a multinational news-based pay television channel headquartered in Atlanta. It was founded in 1980 by American media proprietor Ted Turner and Reese Schonfeld as a 24-hour cable news channel. CNN.com is a website where its content is now available through access on your mobile phone and get news directly to you. CNN is a powerful news source and its content is consumed by hundreds of thousands of people per day, meaning that the news channel has a certain degree of responsibility. CNN Digital Worldwide provides users with the most enriching, immediate interaction with news anywhere, seamlessly combined articles, videos, images, and interactive features. Next one is Reddit. Reddit is a social news website, and it is where the content is socially curated and promoted by the site members through voting. The site is composed of hundreds of sub-communities known as subreddits, and each subreddit has a specific topic such as technology, politics, or music. Reddit site members, also known as Redditors, submit content which is then voted upon by other members, and the goal is to send well-regarded content to the top of the site's front page. Reddit has been the subject of many controversies, and some of these controversies are good enough to make the news. 18% of Reddit users surveyed said that they relied on the site's discussion threads for news. Reddit attracts a small but news-oriented slice of the public. Next one is BBC. The BBC is recognized by audiences in the UK and around the world as a provider of news that you can trust. Research shows that compared to other broadcast, newspapers, and online sites, the BBC is seen by far the most trusted and impartial news provider in the UK. Their editorial values encompasses the trust of their audience, their independency and honesty, and the standard of accuracy and relevant facts and information. The British Broadcasting Corporation, or the BBC, is responsible for the gathering and broadcasting of news and current affairs, and the department is the world's largest broadcast news organization and generates about 120 hours of radio and television output each, as well as online news coverage. And the last one is Real Clear World. Real Clear World is a new aggregator with a devoted staff that selects noteworthy news and commentary items from publications around the world. An excellent source for finding stories that may have slipped under the radar of larger publications. Real Clear World sifts through the deluge of news and finds the lesser-known stories worth reading even if their significance isn't clear yet.
Let's move on to the business. So if you wanted to learn more about the business world, these are some reliable sources for you to search up. So first is the Business Mirror. So Business Mirror is a known newspaper outfit in the Philippines, and its online counterpart contains both local and international news related to business. Second is Business World. So Business World, formerly known as Business Day, is Southeast Asia's first daily newspaper to cater people online. So Business World Online was founded. So stories about finance, corporate, stock market, economy, and nation are what you can find in their website. These are some reliable sources if you're interested in sports. First is the Sport 5. So TV5, a broadcast media outfit in the Philippines, is known for their live telecast of different sporting events. So particularly local basketball in the country. So you can visit their sports website to see news updates and live telecasts of different sports leagues. And also we have Sports Interactive Network Philippines. So Spin.ph is recognized for its well-researched sports articles that cover real-time sports updates. So they also have special reports, active lifestyle news, games, schedules, and other sports information that you need to know. First is the World Health Organization. So the World Health Organization has dedicated dashboard for all COVID-19 updates, including a tally of confirmed global cases, deaths, and territories most affected by the pandemic. Second, the Department of Health. So DOH has put together an expansive local COVID-19 tracker that shows the number of individuals tested at certain public hospitals and health centers. So there's also a breakdown of the availability of personal protective equipment, beds, and mechanical ventilators in different hospitals across the Philippines. So the numbers can be overwhelming, so head on to the department's infographics page for content you can easily understand and share. Fourth is the Research Institute for Tropical Medicine. So the health research facility has been in charge of the country's COVID-19 testing. So while their website is regularly updated with their press releases, their Facebook page has a lot of useful infographics explaining how they conduct their research and testing. Fifth is the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. So there's a whole section here on how you can best protect yourself from COVID-19, including practical tips on how to wash clothes, face masks, proper social distancing, plus what to do if you're sick or are caring for someone with the virus.
And here are the top lifestyle blogs and websites to follow in 2021. A Cup of Joe is a daily blog written by Joanna Goddard, a magazine writer who lives in New York City. The award-winning blog covers fashion, beauty, design, food, and parenting. Joanna writes honest personal stories about relationships and motherhood, as well as featuring home makeovers, hair tutorials, and weekly recipes. A frequency of 7 posts per week since January 2007, also in Mount Lifestyle Blogs, Women's Lifestyle Blogs, and New York Lifestyle Blogs. Is The Blonde Abroad is an award-winning solo female travel and lifestyle blog featuring travel tips, fashion and festivals, and photography from around the world. Next, we have Capital FM. It provides the latest Kenyan news and breaking news, the best mix of music, business and technology, sports, lifestyle, and much more. We have Better Living. Since 2002, Better Living has been the premier digital lifestyle brand, a TV show dedicated to travel, food, home, and more. Next, and last but not the least, we have The Goop, a modern lifestyle brand offering cutting-edge wellness advice from doctors and experts, vetted travel recommendations, and curated shop of clean beauty and timeless fashion. Gwyneth Paltrow, an American actress, singer, and food writer, shares her love of cooking, fitness, travel, and more with her blog. Now that ends my discussion, and I hope you have learned something. Thank you so much for sparing your time to watch and listen to us. Once again, I am Casey Faith Estresiga now with my partner Rashika Tan, saying, literacy is a bridge from misery to hope. Stay safe and get
Thank you.